Let us start with an invocation. Vandetam madavaranendravadanam madbhagadheya kritim shundadandasuchalanena jagatam mayantarayamayan vidravya pranati prasanna hridayo yo nuktaeva swayam rakshatyanvahamatmanoti virudam vaidyesha putrabhidham मातर्मे मधुकैटभग्निमहिष प्राणापहारोद्यमे हे लालंबित धूम्रलोचनवधे हे चण्डमुण्डार्दिनि निःशेषीकृत रक्तबीजदनुजे नित्ये निशुम्भापहे शुम्भध्वंसिनि नाशयाशु दुरितं दुर्गे नमस्तेऽम्बिके। Let us start with a quick recap. So let us chant the dhyana shlokas and then proceed to the dandaka. Manikya veena upalalayantim madalasam manjulavagvilasam mahendra neeladyuti komalangim matanga kanyam manasa smarami chaturbhuje chandrakalavatамse kuchonnate kunkumaragashone पुण्ड्रेक्षुपाशाङ्कुश पुष्पबाणहस्ते नमस्ते जगदेकमातः माता मरकतः श्यामा मातङ्गी मदशालिनी तुल्यात् कटाक्षं कल्याणी कदम्बवनवासिनी जय मातङ्गतनये जय नीलोत्पलद्युते जय सङ्गीतरसिके जय लीलाशुकप्रिये। Then the Dandakam starts. We will do a quick recap of the Artha also. Jaya Janani Sudha Samudrantha Rudyan Manidvipa Samrudha Bilvatavi Madhya Kalpadruma Kalpa Kadamba Kantara Vasa Priye Kritti Vasa Priye Sarvaloka Priye Sarvaloka Priye. So the one who is loved by all. Krittivasa Priye, the one who is the beloved of Krittivasaha, who is Lord Shiva, who wears the deer skin as his dress. Then Jaya Janani, may victory be to the Divine Mother. Sudha Samudranta Rudyan Manidvipa Samrudha Vilvatavi Madhya Kalpadruma Kalpa Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye. So Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye, the one who loves to reside in the Kadamba forest. And how is this Kadamba Kantara? Kalpadruma Akalpa. So this has Kalpadrumas as its Bhushana. Such a Kadamba Kantara she loves to reside in. And this Kadamba Kantara is Madhya, is located in the middle of a Bilva forest. Bilvatavi Madhya Kadamba Kantara. And this Bilvatavi, where is it? Manidvipa Samrudha. So it has grown on the Manidvipa. And where is this Manidvipa? This Manidvipa island has risen from Sudha Samudra. From the middle of the ocean of nectar, this Manidvipa has arisen, and on the Manidvipa island, a Bilvatavi, a forest of Bilva trees has sprung, and in the middle of that, there is a Kadamba Kantara, which has Kalpadrumas as its ornaments. So, the one who loves to reside in such a Kadamba Kantara. Sadararabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana Sambhramalola Nipasragabadha Chuli Sanathatrike Sanumat Putrike. The one who is the daughter of Sanumat. Sanumat is Parvata. So the one who is the daughter of the mountain, Parvati. Then Sadararabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana Sambhrama. So the Sangeeta which has started Arabdha in her honor. Sadara Arabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana. In order to show respect to that, she is excited and she proceeds. She starts to do some gesture, and during that Sambhrama Alola, so when she is excited to show respect to the Sangeeta which has started in her honor, Alola Nipasragabadha Chuli. And at that time, what is happening is her chuli, so the bun she has worn as an ornament to her head, Okay, so she has decorated her hair in the form of a chuli, and she has nipasrak adorning the chuli. So her bun is surrounded by garland made of kadamba flowers, and that is moving as she shakes her head. Alola nipasragabadha chuli sanathatrika. So the one who has a braid with this chuli, and this chuli is decorated by nipasraka and so on. Shekhari bhuta shitam shurekha mayukhavali baddha susnigdha nilalaka shreni shrungarite loka sambhavite, the one who is respected by all. Then she is decorated, Shringarita. She is beautiful. So she has decorated herself, beautified herself. She looks more charming because of the Neela Alakashreni, because of her dark locks of hair. Neela Alakashreni. And these locks of hair are again shining, susnigdha. They are extremely lustrous, resplendent. Because of what? Mayukhavali Baddha. So they seem to be studded with the rays. Okay. They are studded by the series of rays, Mayukha Avali Baddha, and hence resplendent. Mayukhavali of what? Shitamshu Rekha, of the crescent moon, okay, of the Mayukhavali that is emanating from the crescent moon, which has become a crest on her head, which has become an ornament on her head. Shekhari Bhuta Shitamshu Rekha Mayukhavali. Kamalila dhanusannibhabhrulata pushpasandoha sandeha krillochane vaksudhasechane. So the one who drenches her devotees through her speech, through her nectar-like speech, vaksudhasechane. And sandeha krillochane. So both her eyes seem to be creating a doubt of what? As though Bhrulata Pushpasandoha. So as though her two creeper-like brows have yielded flowers. So Bhrulata Pushpasandoha. It looks like her creeper-like brows have yielded two flowers. And that is what looks like her eyes. It seems to be creating this doubt. And how are her eyebrows? Kamalila Dhanusannibha. So they are like the Dhanu of Kamadeva. Kamalila Dhanusannibha Bhrulata. Charu Gorochana Panka Keli Lalama Bhirame Surame Rame. The one who is very charming and of the form of Lakshmi, and Lalama Abhirame. So she is more charming. She looks extremely beautiful because of the mark. And what is that mark? It is a beautiful mark. Keli Lalama, a charming, graceful mark adorning her forehead, which is made of Gorochana Panka. So which is made of this Gorochana kunkuma like paste, Gorochana paste made beautiful mark. It looks like, it makes her more charming. And this Gorochana itself is again, once again, beautiful. Charu Gorochana Panka. Keli Lalama Abhirame Surame. So I think we started here. Now, the next Sambodhana. Prollasadvalika Muktika Shrenika Chandrika Mandalodbhasi Lavanya Gandasthalanyasta Kasturika Patra Rekha Samudbhuta Saurabhya Sambhranta Bhringangana Gita Sandri Bhavan Mantra Tantri Sware Susware Bhasware Prollasadvalika Muktika Shrenika Chandrika Mandalodbhasi Lavanya Gandasthalanyasta Kasturika Patra Rekha Samudbhuta Saurabhya Sambhranta Bhringangana Gita Sandri Bhavan Mandra Tantri Sware Susware Bhasware Prollasadvalika Muktika Shrenika Chandrika Mandalodbhasi Lavanya Gandasthalanyasta Kasturika Patrarekha Samudbhuta Saurabhya Sambhranta Bhringanganagita Sandri Bhavan Mantra Tantri Sware Susware Bhasware. So Bhasware, oh, the one with a lustrous form, with a resplendent form, with the one whose form is shining. Bhaswara, so the one who is shining. Then she is Suswara. She also has a very, very melodious voice. Suswara, the one whose voice is very sweet, very melodious. Suswara. Then a long compound we have. Let us try to understand it in the reverse. Let us backtrack. So, Tantri Swara. So, the one who has the sound of Veena. Okay. So, we don't have to take it as the sound of the Veena present in her hand. It is not the sound of the Veena that she is playing. But then, the one who has the sound of the Veena, as we see the Pankti, we will understand that the sound of the Veena is coming out of her somehow. Okay, so the moment we near her, there seems to be a Veena Nada coming out. Okay, and it is not because of the Veena that she is playing. That is not mentioned here. So I thought we can understand it in a different way. So Tantri Swara, so the one who has the sound of Veena. And how is the swara? How is the Tantri Swara? It is Mandra Tantri Swara. So it is a low tone. Okay? Mandra Sthai we say, right? So even Carnatic music, when we learn Ucha Sthai, Mandra Sthai is low tone. Okay, so it is a bass Veena tone that is coming out from her. Okay, Mandra Tantri Swara. And this Mandra Tantri, again, this Mandra Tantri Swara is again Sandri Bhavat, Sandri Bhavan Mandra Tantri Swara, meaning a sound, a mandra sound, which is becoming very intense, which is intensifying. Sandri Bhavan Mandra Tantri Swara. Then, and this is becoming intense. Why? Because of Gita, because of the song. Gita literally means song, but then it is because Bhringangana Gita. So it is the sound of Bhringas, sound of the bees. Okay, so Bhringangana Gita, the buzzing sound of female bees, Bhringa Angana. So we have to take it as female bees that are creating a buzzing sound, and that sound is intensifying and creating the effect of the bass tone of Veena. Okay, Bhringangana Gita Sandri Bhavan Mandra Tantri Swara. So the one with the sound of bass Veena coming from her, because of the buzzing of the female, because of the intensification of the buzzing sound of the female bees. Okay. So now, where are the bees coming from? Saurabhya Sambhranta Bhringangana. So they have lost their ways. They are Sambhranta. Sambhranta is deluded, okay, lost. Okay, they are lost because they had to go elsewhere, but now they are lost somewhere. Why? Because of the Saurabhya, because of the fragrance. They are lost in the Saurabhya. Saurabhya of what? Samudbhuta Saurabhya, because of the generated fragrance, because of the fragrance that has come from somewhere. From where? Kasturika Patrarekha Samudbhuta Saurabhya. So, Kasturika Patra is a certain fragrant leaf. Okay. So, it is a certain, when I was looking for Kasturika, I found out that it is a certain variety of hibiscus. Okay. The scientific name is given in the dictionary. It looked like a certain variety of hibiscus that has scented, that has a very good fragrance, and especially its seeds are scented. Okay. So, Kasturika Patra Rekha. So, so we are going to see it is referring to the Devi's cheeks. Okay, both her cheeks are adorned with Kasturika Patra Rekha. So there are patterns of Kasturika Patra on her cheeks, and because of the use of these fragrant leaves on her cheeks, from that there comes a fragrance. Kasturika Patra Rekha Samudbhuta Saurabhya Tena Sambhranta, and because of that the bees are lost. Sambhranta Bhringangana, and they are coming and they are revolving around her cheeks. We can imagine that because this portion is extremely fragrant for her. Samudbhuta Saurabhya Sambhranta Bhringangana, and they are making their buzzing sound. Gita Sandri Bhavan, and it is intensifying because the cheeks are attracting a lot of bees. And then from that, there comes a mandra tantri swara. So that looks similar to the sound of veena when played, when the lower notes are played on the veena. It looks, so the sound is resembling that. Okay. So Kasturika Patra Rekha Samudbhuta Saurabhya. And the patterns of Kasturika Patra are placed where Gandasthalanyasta. So they are placed on her cheeks. So her cheeks are adorned with these patterns of Kasturika Patra, Gandasthalanyasta. And how is the Gandasthala? Lavanya Gandasthala. It is extremely charming, graceful cheeks. Now, and this is Lavanya Gandasthala, and there is another Visheshana for the Gandasthala. It is Udbhasi Gandasthala. It is shining Gandasthala. So both her cheeks are shining. Shining due to what? Due to Chandrika Mandala, because of the group of rays, because of a lot of rays. Okay, moonlight like rays. So Chandrika itself refers to rays. Okay, so Chandrika Mandala is Chandrika Mandalena Udbhasi. So her cheeks that are shining because of the rays coming from Mautika Shrenika, because coming from the series of pearls. Okay, Mautika Shreni is series, Pankti. Mautika Shrenika Chandrika Mandala. So the group of rays that are coming out of the string of pearls. Okay, and these pearls are present in Valika. So Valika refers to eardrops. Okay, so she is wearing a pearl eardrops, and those drops are dazzling. She is moving, and hence those drops are dazzling. They are moving. Prollasad Valika. So Mautika Shrenika. The string of pearls present on her dazzling eardrops, the rays coming out of those pearls are giving shine to the beautiful cheeks, and the Kasturika Patra Rekha that is applied on her cheeks are generating fragrance, and due to which a lot of bees have lost their ways and they are buzzing around her cheeks, and the sound is intensifying and creating the sound of bass veena. So she is having that mandra tantri swara in her. So the moment one nears her, so one can hear this sound coming out. Okay? That is the idea. Hope it is clear. Prollasad Valika Mautika Shrenika Chandrika Mandala Udbhasi Lavanya Gandasthala. So this Gandasthala has two Visheshanas. Prollasad Valika Mautika Shrenika Chandrika Mandalodbhasi Gandasthala. Lavanya Gandasthala, two Visheshanas. Then Nyasta, so kept there. What is kept there? Kasturika Patra Rekha, Samudbhuta, Janita, Saurabhya, fragrance, Sambhranta Bhringangana. So Bhringanganas that have lost their way, their Gita, their buzzing, intensified mandra tantri swara. So the one who has this in her, the one who generates this feel when we approach her. That is the idea. I see that there are a few questions. I think I'll take them at the end. So the moment I start answering the questions, and I think we'll get delayed. So let us go to the next Sambodhana. Okay. Susware, Bhasware, two more Sambodhanas are there in the same Kunti. Susware, the one with a very, very melodious voice, and the one who has a shining, resplendent form. Bhasware. Vallaki Vadana Prakriya Lolatali Dalabadha Tatanka Bhusha Visheshanvite Siddha Sammanite Vallaki Vadana Prakriya Lolatali Dalabadha Tatanka Bhusha Visheshanvite Siddha Sammanite Vallaki Vadana Prakriya Lolatali Dalabadha Tatanka Bhusha Visheshanvite Siddha Sammanite Siddha Sammanita. So she is the one who is revered by great siddhas, great mahatmas who have attained various siddhis. The one who is revered by such siddhas. Siddha Sammanite. Then Vallaki Vadana Prakriya Lola Tali Dalabadha Tatanka Bhusha Visheshanvite. Bhusha Vishesha Anvite. So the one who is adorned with a special ornament. Okay. Bhusha Vishesha is a special type of ornament. The one who is with such a special ornament. What is that ornament? It is Tatanka. So her Tatankas, the really famous Tatankas of the Devi that she wears on her ears. Okay? So Tatanka is a bhushana that is worn on the ears. Tatanka Bhusha Visheshanvite. So the one who is adorned with this special ornament called Tatanka. And these tatankas are made of tali dala abadha. So abadha, they are made of tali dala. Tali dala are palm leaves. Okay. So tali dala abadha tatanka. So her ear ornaments are a special kind of, they are of special kind made of these tali dala. Tali dala abadha tatanka bhusha visheshanvite. And how is this tatanka? Lola Talidala Padha Tatanka. They are again moving. These Tatankas are dancing. Why? Because she is moving her head. Why? Vallaki Vadana Prakriyaya Lola. So she is playing the Vallaki. She is playing her Veena. And during the process, Vallaki Vadana, playing the Veena, the process of playing Veena. Prakriya is the process. Vallaki Vadana Prakriya, and because of that Lola, because of that shaking or moving, dazzling, Talidala Abadha Tatanka Bhusha Visheshanvite. Oh, the one with moving Tatanka made of palm leaves due to the playing of Veena. Yeah. It is quite straightforward and clear. Then Divyahala Madodvela Helala Satchakshurandolana Shri Samakshipta Karnaika Nilotpale Shyamale Divyahala Madodvela Helala Satchakshurandolana Shri Samakshipta Karnaika Nilotpale Pale Shyamale Divyahala Madodvela Helala Satchakshurandolana Shri Samakshipta Karnaika Nilotpale Shyamale. So Shyamale is addressing her as the one who is dark hued. Shyamala. We saw this. She is Matangi. She is Shyamala. One with a dark hue. Then Samakshipta Karunaika Nilotpale. So her ears are also adorned with Nilotpala flowers. Okay. So Nilotpala flowers that are of the best kind. Eka Nilotpala, so it is exclusive Nilotpala, it is the Nilotpala of the best variety. Okay. So Karunaika Nilotpala, so she is wearing she is adorning her ears with Nilotpala flowers that are once again Kuvalaya flowers that are dark hued. Okay. So Samakshipta Karanaika Nilotpala. So these Nilotpala flowers are Samakshipta. Samakshipta here means Tiraskrita. So they have been put down. Okay? They are Tiraskrita. They have been put down by something that has surpassed the Nilotpala. So the Nilotpala flowers themselves are very beautiful, dark hued flowers, and something has put them down. Okay? Shri Samakshipta Karunaika Nilotpale. So Shri here refers to charm, beauty. Okay? So the beauty has put down the beauty of the Nilotpala flowers adorning her ears. Okay? The beauty of something has put down or surpassed the beauty of the Nilotpala flowers adorning her ears. The beauty of what? Chakshurandolana. Chakshuhu, eyes. Okay. Chakshurandolana. Andolana here is oscillation. Okay. Fast movement. The oscillating movement, the beauty coming out of the oscillating movement of her eyes has surpassed the beauty of the Nilotpala flower. So her eyes are again dark, right? So they are one. So it is both the Nilotpala flowers and her eyes are both dark hued, but then her eyes, her oscillating eyes seem to be overpowering and surpassing the beauty of the Nilotpala flowers adorning her ears. So Chakshur Andolana, Andolana is fast movement, oscillation. Chakshushoho Andolana, so the oscillation of her eyes. Now, what kind of eyes again? Lasat Chakshu. Okay. So it is shining, okay, shining, moving. So lasat, you can take any meaning here. So here maybe we can take shining, shining eyes that are oscillating, and it is extremely charming. Now, why is this moving and oscillating? Because of Hela. Hela is Ananda, delight. Okay, so Hela refers to many things. One can so we can refer to a sport. Okay, it can or delight. So it can also refer to ease. Okay, Hela lasat chakshu. You can also take it as eyes that are moving with ease. Okay, Hela lasat chakshu anayasa. Okay, you can take Hela as anayasa also, or ananda. Anything will be okay. And Hela coming out of what? Mada udvela, Mada janita Hela. So it is the delight that is coming out of Mada because of the intoxication generated by what? Divyahala. So she has consumed the divine Somarasa. Okay, that is Divyahala, divine Somarasa, due to the consumption of which there is intoxication, Mada, and Udvela Hela, that has generated a kind of ease, kind of pleasure, delight in her, and due to that, her eyes are moving and they are oscillating quickly. Lasat Chakshurandolanashri, and this is creating an exemplary beauty which is surpassing the beauty of fine Nilotpala flowers adorning her ears. Hope this is clear. Divyahala Madodvela Hela Lasat Chakshurandolana Shri Samakshipta Karunaika Nilotpala. Purita Shesha Loka Bhivancha Phale Shri Phale. Purita Shesha Loka Bhivancha Phale Shri Phale. Purita Sheshaloka Bhivancha Phale Shri Phale. So, Shri Phala, Shri Phale, so the one who gives the ultimate Shrihi, so the ultimate Shrihi, the ultimate prosperity. You can take it as moksha or also as laukika prosperity, anything. The one who bestows Shri on her devotees. That is the idea. We can take Shri to mean anything. It can be moksha Shri or laukika Shri. Then Purita Ashesha Loka Abhivancha Phala. So the one, so Abhivancha is the desire of our hearts. So Phala is the yield of that desire. So the one who fulfills the yields of the desires of everybody. Ashesha Loka. So there is no one on this planet whose abhivanchas cannot be fulfilled by the Divine Mother. She fulfills our abhivanchas. So, Ashesha Loka, she fulfills each and every one of our deep desires. She fulfills the yields of our desires. Abhivancha Phale, Shri Phale. Again, a longer one. Sweda Bindulasat Phala-lavanya nishyanda sandoha sandeha krinnasika mautike sarva vishwatmike sarva siddhyatmike kalike sweda bindulasat phala-lavanya nishyanda sandoha sandeha krinnasika mautike sarva vishwatmike sarva siddhyatmike kalike sweda bindulasat phala-lavanya nishyanda sandoha sandeha krinnasika mautike sarva vishwatmike sarva siddhyatmike kalike. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 sambodhanas. Kalike ekam, sarva siddhyatmike iti dvitiyam sambodhanam, sarva vishwatmike iti tritiyam. Sweda bindulasat phala-lavanya nishyanda sandoha sandeha krinnasika mautike iti chaturtham. Kalike, so he is addressing her as O Kali. Okay. So, O Mother, who is of the form of time. So she herself is time. Okay. Kali is a representation of the time. Kalika. Then Sarva Siddhyatmike, so who is of the form of all siddhis. Okay. So all siddhis. So she is the one who is of the form of the siddhi and also the one who gives the siddhis. Both the siddhi and the siddhi giver is the Divine Mother. And Sarva Vishwatmike, the one who is of the form of all the three worlds. So there is nothing but her. So she, so the very the manifested loka that we see in front of her, it is her. She has manifested herself in the form of these lokas. That longer one. Sweda bindulasat phala-lavanya nishyanda sandoha sandeha krinnasika mautike. So this is a description of the pearl on her nose stud, not even her nose stud. Okay. Nasika Mautika. So she is wearing a nose stud which is embedded with a pearl. Okay. And Sandeha Krin Nasika Mautike. So the pearl on her nose stud seems to be creating a doubt, just like another Sambodhana that we just saw. So Bhrulata Pushpa Sandoha Sandeha Kril Lochane. So the same way here, Sandeha Krin Nasika Mautike. So the one with the pearl that seems, a pearl on the nose stud that seems to be creating a certain doubt. What is the doubt? Sweda Bindu Lasat Phala-lavanya. So Phala-lavanya. So Phala is her forehead. So Lavanya is beauty. So how is her phala? Sweda bindu ullasat. So they are adorned with dancing drops of sweat. Okay. Sweda is sweat. Sweda bindu, drops of sweat are dancing on her forehead. Okay. Ullasat phala. So she has a forehead that has dancing drops of, that is adorned with dancing drops of sweat. And that is creating a certain beauty. Sweda bindul lasat phalasya lavanyam. Okay, that lavanya nishyanda sandoha. So see, all the beauty generated by the dancing drops of sweat present on her forehead, that beauty seems to have come down. Okay, nishyanda means to flow down, trickle down. So that seems to have trickled down, and that has formed a heap. Okay, nishyanda sandoha, lavanya nishyanda sandoha. So this Mauktika seems to be the heap of lavanya that has trickled down from her forehead, and it seems to be that the lavanya is creating the appearance of Nasika Mauktika. Okay, so Sweda Bindu Ullasat Phala Lavanya. So the beauty of her forehead is because of the dancing drops of sweat present on it. That lavanya itself seems to have trickled down and come together. Sandoha is coming together and forming a heap or a multitude. Okay, so that seems to have come together, and that seems to have created a doubt of a Nasika Mauktika present here. So one is not sure if it is a real pearl, or the charm of her sweat drops have just come together and they shine like the pearl on the nose stud. So that seems to be creating a certain doubt. Sweda bindul lasat phala lavanya. So we have to understand, the Kavi does not say that the Sweda bindus have come down. He says Sweda bindul lasat phala lavanya has come down. So the beauty, that is the charm that is generated by the presence of the dancing drops of sweat on her head, the charm itself has trickled down and it has formed a mass, and that seems to be shining as the pearl on her nose stud. Is the description. Hope it is clear. Next one. Hope we have time. Yes. Mugdhamandasmitodara vaktraspurat Pugatambula karpura khandotkare Jnana mudrakare sarva sampatkare padma bhaswatkare Mugdhamandasmitodara vaktraspurat Pugatambula karpura khandotkare Jnana mudrakare sarva sampatkare padma bhaswatkare Mugdhamandasmitodara vaktraspurat Pugatambula karpura khandotkare Jnana mudrakare sarva sampatkare padma bhaswatkare. Again, 4 sambodhanas. Mugdhamandasmitodara vaktraspurat Pugatambula karpura khandotkare Jnana mudrakare sarva sampatkare padma bhaswatkare. So the one whose hands are adorned with shining lotus. Okay, so padma bhaswatkare. So the one whose hands are shining due to the presence of a lovely lotus that she is holding. Okay. So padma bhaswatkare. Sarva sampatkare. So the one who bestows all the sampat, all the prosperity that we desire. So all the wealth that a devotee desires, the one who bestows the devotee with all wealth. Sarva sampatkara. So the one who gives, the giver of all wealth. Then Jnana mudrakare. So the one who is having a Jnana mudra in her hand. So she is having the chin mudra. She is sporting the chin mudra. Jnana mudrakara. Then Mugdha mandasmita udara vaktraspurat Pugatambula karpura khanda utkara. So So this is a description of her vaktra, of her mouth, not her face. So vaktra has both arthas as vadana and mukha. You will take it as mukha here because it talks about tambula charvana. Okay. So how is her vaktra? So she has a udara vaktra. Udara here means fine, excellent. Okay. Udara vaktra, and that is adorned with mugdha mandasmita, with a beautiful, gentle smile. Mugdha, charming, beautiful. Mandasmita, a gentle smile. So her vaktra is adorned with a gentle, charming smile, a fine vaktra, udara vaktra. And what is there? So see, that is spurat. Now spurana means throbbing. Okay, but here we cannot take it as throbbing. Here, how I have understood is, so spurana means to manifest something, okay, to make something visible. Okay, that we can take as spurat. So this vaktra is manifesting something. Is manifesting what? Puga tambula karpura khanda utkara. Utkara is again group, okay, a heap. Now, puga tambula karpura. So, camphor, betel leaf, and puga. Puga is I forgot the English name. We say pak. Okay. So, tambula, betel leaf, pak, and this karpura. She is chewing all this. Okay. Karpura khanda. So, she is chewing pieces of puga tambula karpura khanda, and that the mouth is manifesting. So that is coming out of the mouth means what? So that is manifesting here. So we have to take an extended artha in the sense of fragrance. Okay. So because she is chewing tambula, puga tambula tambula karpura khanda utkara is group. Okay. So she is chewing pieces of puga tambula karpura khanda, and that is creating something. Okay, that is creating what? It can create fragrance. Okay, and because of that, there is a certain fragrance around her mouth. That is the idea. Mugdha mandasmitodara vaktra sphurat. So something is coming out of her charming, gentle, smiling, fine mouth, which is chewing puga tambula karpura khanda utkara, and because of that, that is emanating something which is fragrance. We have to take it as an extended artha here. Jnana mudra kara, sarva sampatkara, padma bhasvatkara. Kunda pushpadyuti snigdha dantavali nirmala lola kallola sammelana smera shonadhare charu veenadhare pakwa bimbadhare. Kunda pushpadyuti snigdha dantavali nirmala lola kallola sammelana smera shonadhare charu veenadhare pakwa bimbadhare. Kunda pushpadyuti snigdha dantavali nirmala lola kallola sammelana smera shonadhare charu veenadhare pakwa bimbadhare. Three sambodhanas here. Kunda pushpadyuti snigdha dantavali nirmala lola kallola sammelana smera shonadhare charu veenadhare pakwa bimbadhare. So pakwa bimbadhara. So the one whose lips resemble the ripe bimba fruit. Pakwa bimba. So pakwa bimba adhara. So the one who has reddish lips. Okay, that seems to be, anointed with some red paste. So those resemble ripe bimba fruits. Pakwa bimbadhara. Charu veenadhara. So here it is pakwa bimba adhara. Okay, here it is charu veena means the one who is holding a beautiful veena in her hand. Charu veena. Then Gunda pushpadyuti snigdha dantavali nirmala lola kallola sammelana smera shonadhare. So again, it is a description of her lips, and they are reddish. Okay, they are red-hued. Shona refers to rakta. Okay, red color. Shona adhara. So the one whose lips are red and smiling. So she has smiling reddish lips. Smera shonadhara. Okay, and these smiling red lips are sammelana. They are joined by something else. Okay, sammelana smera shonadhare. So joined by something. Joined by what? Nirmala alola kallola. So they are joined by waves. Okay, kallola is wave, taranga. And what taranga? Alola taranga, dancing waves. Okay, and they are pure white in color. So nirmala here refers to white color. So whitish dancing waves. So the one with smiling red adhara lips joined by dancing white waves. Okay. Nirmala alola kallola sammelana smera shonadhare. And what are these dancing white waves? Dantavali. So her series of her teeth. Okay, they resemble nirmala alola kallola. They resemble white dancing waves. So we can imagine that probably she's talking something or singing. Because of that, her white dantapankti seems to be moving, and that is creating an impression of dancing white waves meeting smiling red adhara lips. Okay, so dantavali. And dantavali, how is dantavali? Dantavali is snigdha. Again, snigdha here means shining. Shining due to beauty, shining due to the rays of what? Kunda pushpa, because of having kanti, shine, like the jasmine flowers. Okay, jasmine buds. So her teeth are compared to a series of jasmine flowers. So kunda pushpa dyuti snigdha, because of her shining jasmine like dantapankti, that is white dancing waves that seems to be meeting smera shona adhara, reddish smiling lips. Okay, and then charu veena adhare, the one who is holding a beautiful veena, and the one who has the lips like pakwa bimba, the ripe bimba fruit. I think we can stop here. I will take questions if there are any. Let me first check the question answer section. Betel nut, pachai karpuram. Yes, betel nut and pachai karpuram. Pak. Okay. Karpura Tambula is there in our book and ends with Shri Kare in your book, 9th verse. Shri Kare, have I missed Shri Kare? By any chance? Sarva Sampat. Shri Phale. This is the patha that I have. Probably there is a Patha Bheda. Let me check. Okay. So I have another document. If there is a Patha Bheda, so Shri Kara means the one who bestows prosperity. That can be taken as well, no problem. Then Namaste, you are showing 7th shloka, but in our book, first para starts from Jayajanani and ends with Charuvina Dhare. I don't know what book you are talking about, Mahoday. Tali Dala is palm leaf. Prollasat Valika. Prollasat is dancing, moving. Okay. What will Nyasta? Nyasta means to keep something. Okay. Gandasthala Nyasta Kasturika Patra. So Kasturika Patra has been kept on her cheeks, meaning that so probably the leaves that are fragrant have been taken and some patterns have been made on her cheeks. Okay. So the leaves have been kept on her cheeks. Nyasta means to keep something. Okay. Now, if there are hands raised, anything? Questions? Yes. Arun Kumar Mahodaya. Arun Kumar Mahodaya, I think you can unmute yourself.
Can you hear me, madam?
Yes.
What is so special about Kadamba tree, madam? Everywhere, Kadamba tree, Kadamba vada.
What is so special about that? I don't know if there is any special significance. It is just that it is, it is liked by Devi. There are certain, I'm not sure if there are. There could be multiple layers of significance. For example, Tulasi is said to be the favorite of Lord Vishnu, but then one nice, artha that I heard about that was Vishnu was a representation of, in the Ayurveda Tridosha, idea. Vishnu is the representation of Kapha, and Tulasi is said to cure Kapha. That is why we say that, Vishnu in the temple, in the Vishnu temple, we give Tulasi, which has a taste that is said to remove Kapha. So that is so probably I'm not really sure if there is a significance like this for every every flower or every thing that is liked by a particular form of a deity. There could be such a significance, but I'm not really sure why Lord Devi Meenakshi is really fond of Kadamba Vriksha. Let me check if there are some.
Because everywhere this tree is mentioned, even Lalita Sahasranama.
Yeah. So see, even in Madurai, the Sthala Vriksha in Madurai is Kadamba Vriksha only. It is said to have been a Kadamba Kadu sometime. Okay, so Kadamba Vanamada, so this Madurai was there. That is what we hear. I'm not really sure.
Madurai Meenakshi temple is which puja pandangala mara irukka ipo.
Yeah, I think there are a couple of trees that are still left in the Madurai temple campus. If we go, I think we can see one or two Kadamba Vrikshas. I think they are still there. It was once a Kadamba forest, but now there are hardly a few trees left. That is what I read a few years ago. I think it was a famous article because I remember reading it on the newspaper. Yeah, that the Madurai temple is now left with only a few trees of Kadamba. But once it was a Kadamba forest. That is what I do remember reading such an article somewhere, but I think we can find Kadamba trees even today. A few at least, if we visit the Madurai temple. I'm not really sure why she is particularly fond of Kadamba, or for that matter, Devi is said to really like Talambu.
This is not mentioned anywhere in any other literature, madam.
No. Every Devi literature, I mean, you see.
Why? The reason?
No, I don't know. No, it could be mentioned. I do not know. Maybe I will look into it, or if I come across it, I will share it during the course of the class.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anshu.
Hello.
Yes. Namaste.
I have a question. Is there a document available that does the Padacheda and also gives the types of samasas that are being used here from the Vyakarana perspective?
I'm not really sure if I don't think there is anything that is available like that online. I do not know. I'm not aware of any.
Okay, that would help to just if you had the Pradipadikas and the Padachedas to understand and also improve our Sanskrit, but that's why.
Yeah, I understand, but this is not, so the course is not designed like that to give samasa, but it could be a good exercise. Maybe one of you could take it up and create a document, and maybe we can all verify it at the end of the class.
That would be nice to do something.
Yeah, it could be taken as an exercise. It would be a good exercise.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. That was my question.
Venkateshwaran Mahodaya.
Hello, madam. See, you mentioned in the very first class that Sankaranarayanan's book.
Yes.
The Sankaranarayanan's book you were referring to earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, Mahavidyas. And that is not a free download, madam. 30-day free trial, and then you have to pay 200 rupees per month.
No, it is available on the Internet Archive, sir. That is how I downloaded it.
Hey, can you give that exact site?
Just a moment.
You can put on the chat box.
Yeah, I will do that. It is available for free download.
No, I described people are, they are not giving it free. They say
No.
you have to you upload your publications, at least 3. Then we will consider.
No, Mahadev. It is available for free. Let me just share the link on the chat box and download it.
Yeah, it is downloadable. I also downloaded it, so it is possible.
Just sharing the link here on the chat box. Srinivasan Mahadev. I think you can unmute yourself, Srinivasan Mahadev. Ratnadhar Mahadev.
Namaskara.
Namaskara.
Madam, 2 things. Somebody asked about Kadamba tree. Can I?
Hello, madam.
Can
Yes.
I take a minute?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I went in search of this tree, and why this tree is this thing is so popular to Devi. Just like Atimara is for Dattatreya and Kaumari, Kadamba is for Lalita. Now in Bengaluru, I went in search of it, and in Hadu Malleshwara Devasthana, there are 3 trees, and I sit under that and do Lalita Sahasranam and Saundarya Lahari. The reason why this tree is associated with her is because what I heard from somebody is this is a tree that is for regeneration. That means even an old woman who takes the bark of this tree as this thing, kashaya, she can beget a son. That's the reason they told that this particular tree is associated with Devi, because she is the mother of all. Second thing is, the moment you plant this tree, she comes and resides on the very first flower. The flower of Kadamba tree is like a tennis ball. Okay. I have been telling everybody to plant this tree, and also gave this tree to few of my friends. And I've seen changes in their lives after they planted this tree and started worshipping it. I'm now doing, I'm actually wanted to distribute about 101 of these trees, because this is available from the Karnataka Forest Department office, and they give this, they grow and give this tree. But the issue is that most of the people have forgotten about this tree. And as you told, Madurai was Kadamba Vana Kanana, in the middle of which this Devi was residing. And today it is almost vanished from the South India, but in North India, at least this tree is surviving. I'm making it a mission to distribute this tree to all the people, let it grow in villages, because the moment you plant this tree in any place, the prosperity of that place increases dramatically. And my own friend who planted this tree in his house in Malavali that I gave him, one of his court cases, which was pending for 15 years, the party after 3 months came for compromise, and they finished the case. So this is the power of that particular tree. And,
thank you, Mahoday. That's an interesting.
And second thing, you're talking of Kasturika Patra. I think that refers to Kamakasturi. Kamakasturi is a very fragrant leaf that is very priya for the.
Yeah. Okay.
Kamakasturi. And third thing is Kunda Pushpa Dhiti. That means you are telling that the teeth were actually moving. The teeth are moving because she is chewing the betel.
Okay.
Okay. Now this also comes, I think, in Lalita Sahasranam too. Okay. Because she is chewing the betel, the teeth are moving, and they are eating that inward, eating the beautiful lips. That resembles.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank
you. Okay. Thank you, Mahoday. So I think.
Namaste, madam. Namaste, madam.
Namaste, sir.
Yes, sir. My system is not working. That's why it is giving some problem. Prolapad Valika. This meaning I want, madam.
Valika is a drop, ear drops. Okay? And Prolasad is dancing. It is dancing. It is moving.
Valika means it is a earring.
No, it's not a ring. It's an ear drop. Okay, which has series of pearls studded on it. Okay, it is not an ear ring. It's an ear drop.
Ear drop. So it is attached to the earring, I think.
Yeah. Some kind of a stud end. This is actually hanging down, basically.
Hanging. That's nice. Another question. The Sadabindus on her forehead, which one is defective? That one or this Nasika Mautika? Which one is the other? That I could not make up.
No. It seems as though the Sweda Bindu Ullasat Thala Lavanya. So the beauty of the her forehead that has moving drops of sweat. That beauty seems to have come down, and that seems to have that is the pearl. Okay, so basically she just has the pearl on the stud, but then the Kavi is imagining that probably it is not a pearl, but then the beauty of the drops of her sweat have just come down together and it is shining like a Muktika. So that is the Kavi's
so there is no Mautika on her
imagination. So he is fancying it like that. Okay.
So there is no Mautika on her Nasika.
No, it is there. It is there. So looking at the Mautika, he is imagining that probably that Mautika is this. It looks as though the drops of sweat have come down and they seem to have, it is they that are shining like the pearl. Okay. But there is a pearl there. Okay.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. All right. I think the time is up for today. So I think we will stop now and we will continue on Tuesday. धन्यवादाः.